Good evening, folks, and welcome back to another Travels of Red Rover. I'm Shawn.
And I'm Corinne.
And where are we tonight?
We're on the Parks Highway.
Yes, we're on the Parks Highway.
This is between Anchorage and Fairbanks, actually close to Cantwell. And we are looking over at a view of Denali. We felt that this was a good viewpoint to see a good section of the mountain.
And we're here specifically to do a sunset shot.
Ha!
Which actually sunset is about 11:30 local Alaska time. And we don't really, there's no clouds over the mountain right now. We're actually facing it. There's no clouds over the mountain right at the moment. We're hoping a little bit will develop. There's some lovely clouds beside it. And we're hoping that as the sun sets, we get a little bit of a glow and maybe some nice backlighting on the mountain. So that's what we're here for tonight.
Now, right now, the sun is in a position where the mountain is mostly in shadow. So we will be waiting until the sun goes down below some of these hills, maybe a little bit before sunset, before we start taking pictures. So
yep, we got a bit of a wait, and we'll just have to see how everything develops. And we are close to the road. We're actually in one of the beautiful Alaska's beautiful pull-off parking spots. So that's where we are tonight. Hi folks, so I'm working on getting my camera set up here, and tonight I'm going to be using the 100 to 500 millimeter lens. It's currently set at about 450 millimeters. I've got a warming polarizer on tonight, and the polarizer is actually set as on. Right now the sun is actually 90 degrees to the mountain, so the polarizer is actually doing something, but it'll stop working once the sun sets, and at that point I'll switch over to adding some filters to bring the sky brightness down to match that on the land and the mountains. So that'll be a change when we get closer to sunset. Sorry, I'm fidgeting around. There's black flies out here tonight, and they are extremely annoying. So I'm also going to be shooting aperture priority. I've got my ISO set at 400 because this is a bit slower lens. Even though I'm on a tripod, it tends to wobble a little bit. It's the head of the tripod is getting a little old, and it's the weight of the lens and the camera is a little bit much for the bulbs or the ball head. So giving the camera a little extra support and letting it settle when I take a shot. So I'm going to be aperture priority, as I said. I've got an f11, but I might switch up and down a little bit. Right now I'm shooting about 1/30th of a second. It'll get down to probably around a second as the evening comes on. I'll actually move the ISO up a little bit to try to make the shutter speed not too slow. Again, I'm fighting against a little bit of wobbles on the top of the ball head. So that should be my setup. If there are any changes to that, I'll comment on that a little later.
It's now 10:40, and we're about 50 minutes until sunset at 11:20. And you can see there's still quite a lot of light shining on that mountain over there, but our foreground is quite shadowed. If I take a spin around here, looking at these other mountains to the east, you can see they are still quite well lit until the sun gets quite a bit lower below the horizon. It's now a little after 11 p.m. and we still have quite a lot of light in the sky, but the brightness on the mountain is dialed way back. Now it's starting to show shadows on it and just a little tip of light on the top. Scanning over this other way toward the east, you can see that that mountain range that I showed you earlier is now completely shadowed, no light on it whatsoever, but the sky is very bright still, and we're just getting a little bit of pink color on some of those clouds over there. So getting close to the sunset time. Well, it's just come to sunset, and the mosquitoes are doing a good job of chasing us away, but we're being persistent and hanging in there. Shawn has gone and got a mosquito hat to wear so that he's not bothered by them while he's working at his camera. It's just sunset now. We've got a little bit of rose color in the horizon area, and we can see a little bit of the crescent moon just to the right of Denali. We're hoping that we'll get a little bit more color in the sky. There's not a lot of clouds working in our favor tonight, but we'll hang in there as long as we can while the color develops and if the mosquitoes don't chase us away. Here's Shawn hard at work.
Yeah.
With his mosquito hat on, and hopefully he'll be less irritated by those bugs as he's working on his panoramas here. It's now 30 minutes past sunset. My camera here is doing a bit of an adjustment to try and make the image look as bright as possible, but it is getting darker. A few streaks of pink behind the mountain, Denali over there. And as we scan this way, features of the mountains over here are getting a little harder to see with the natural light. More shades of green and brown in there rather than actual being able to make out tree lines. So this will be our last post right now for the sunset of July 23rd.
Well, Corinne, what did you think of the evening?
It was a little disappointing, a lot of bugs and not much color tonight.
Yeah, a lot of bugs, not much color. I've gone with my net. Corinne's braving it without. I don't know how she's doing it because they were biting me like crazy. And there wasn't really a lot of color. It was an okay picture. I mean, you know, a lot of people don't even get to see Denali, never mind get an evening picture of it. So it was nice from that point of view that we got something a little different.
Yep, we were lucky with being able to see it. I think it's a case of no clouds or too many clouds, and we just are cursed with the fact that we can't find clouds when we want them.
Yeah, that's kind of our story this summer, so that's been just the way it goes. Well, folks, this brings this video to an end. We sure do hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please give us a thumbs up.
And if you'd like to see more of our videos, please hit that subscribe button down below.
And as always, if you want to know when we release a video, hit that bell button down below.
And we really like to hear from you, so if you want to put some comments or questions down below, we'll be sure to respond as soon as we can.
And until next time, bye for now.
Bye for now.